Welcome, everyone, to the Monica Brant Show. I am Monica, your host, and I've got co-hosting Dylan Gemelli. What up, Dylan?
What's up? Ready to start day 2 with the Mr. Olympia.
Right, 60th anniversary. We've had some amazing guests yesterday.
Yesterday,
It feels like so long ago, but it was just yesterday. So, starting off today, our first up is one of my favorite people, Mr. Simon Fan from Birmingham, UK.
Said it right.
Did I say it right?
Thanks, guys, for having me. I'm honoured to be on this podcast, and it's great to be here at the 60th anniversary of the 2024 Mr. Olympia.
Oh my gosh, and I just love the accent. I know I like to say that a lot, but I wish I had that cool UK accent. Maybe you can teach me some of that.
This is a Birmingham accent.
Birmingham.
I'll get people taking the Mickey out of me, yeah.
Okay.
I love it.
Well, Simon, we have a lot to talk about with you
yes.
because you, number one, I have my own personal experience coming and being pampered by you and your staff for a show that one of my last shows of my whole career in 2016. Your gym, their Ultimate Fitness. You hosted me. You had that beautiful room for me right around the corner.
Yes.
You drove me and my mom everywhere. Like, you took
Good man.
excellent care of me. And my mom will never forget you. And she always is like, when do we get to go back to Birmingham?
Well, it's a funny story because we had a mutual friend called AJ.
Yes.
And he messaged me out of the blue because he knew sort of when the pros come to UK, I'll look after them. And he messaged me, because I've not heard from him for a few years, and he goes, "Oh, do you know Monica Brant?" I've called, hell yeah, everyone knows Monica Brant, especially my age. So I actually met you first in 1996 at the Arnold Classic. Obviously I queued up to get your picture, so I've got a picture of me and you together. So of course I know Monica, I know of Monica, because she's coming to Birmingham. Can you take care of her? I goes, of course, whatever she needs, I'm the guy. So we got you a room, got you to the gym, and we took care of your entire stay.
You did, and my mom and I had such a wonderful time, and it was really a pleasant last bit of my competing in the industry, part. So I don't know if you realize that was like my ending hurrahs, but after 26 years.
We got to train together a few times, didn't we?
Yes.
Yes.
Remember Lisa?
We killed us on shoulders, yes.
Lisa kicked my butt. I don't know about yours.
And my,
she kicked
yeah.
my butt in between the two shows. Yeah, we got our butt kicked and it was cold that day, remember?
It was freezing cold. That's Wales for you. It's always freezing cold in gyms.
Well, there's so much more to talk about, Dylan.
Yeah.
He's been a show promoter. He helped, he didn't help, he ran Dorian's gym.
I ran Temple Gym for 6 years. Then I started my own gym after that for 11 years now. So I've been involved in the gym industry for nearly 30 years now.
30 years?
I know I don't look it, but 30 years.
Because you don't look that old at all to be.
No.
What did you start when you were 20?
16.
16?
Yeah.
All right, man. So what got you going into that, and then how difficult was it to kind of branch out? Because it's difficult with gyms. A lot of them just don't make it. And so,
I mean, I started my gym when I was 19, so very young, and didn't have a clue what I was doing, to be honest. It was just, I fell into love with the bodybuilding industry and thought, this is what I want to do. And so we started off a small gym, and from there on it just sort of progressed as we sort of made more money, invested into more gyms, and sort of took us to where I am now, which is, Monica came to the old Ultimate Fitness, and since then we moved, upgraded, and we're on the bigger premises now.
Come back to the new
You
one.
do, that's a good excuse for you to come back. Yeah.
I think it's great. We need to make that happen. In fact,
definitely.
maybe we get Stemmergen to come in and do something there
Yeah.
too, right? I'd do an educational piece. And
how old is your newest gym then?
We relocated to 2017, so what's that, 7 years now. But the UK is a hotbed for gyms, bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is massive in the UK. I mean, the gyms in the UK are incredible. So it feels like I have to step up my game. Do you know what I mean?
do you remember, well, maybe it was the time of the year too, but it was, and of course I was super lean and competing, but I remember I was really cold.
Yeah. It was September, wasn't it? September.
No, it was my birthday was in between the two shows, October 26th.
Yes, it was October,
so it
yes.
was around this time of the year, maybe a couple weeks later.
Yeah.
Are you pretty hands-on there? Are you there
I'm
often?
full on, yeah. I'm a bit of a control freak, so I like to do everything. Filming, editing, hosting, training. I try and, it's something I need to sort of work on, sort of delegate more, but I like being in control, yeah.
I think that's a big thing with gym owners, because a lot of them aren't around, or they certainly don't look the part at all, and clearly you do. So what kind of drives you to keep going? Because, you're in phenomenal condition. So what drives you to do that and then set that example for people? Because it makes them want to come to your gym.
Yeah.
Right?
I competed for like 27 years.
Oh, okay.
So after I retired think the year before I met UK,
Okay.
2015, and I thought just because I've stopped competing doesn't mean I have to stop training. So I still probably take care of myself more now than ever because we're sort of at that age where training is more important.
Yes.
Optimizing your health is something when you take it for granted when you're younger, but now it's more important than ever, I think.
So who's next on the list to coming out to your facility and your?
We got
your
Andrew
pampering-
Jack.
your
We got
pampering?
Andrew Jack to come in Monday to my gym.
Okay.
So
okay.
Andrew's a good friend of mine.
Nice.
But this year we had, 2 weeks ago we had Brant Warren. I know you spoke to
Yep.
Brant yesterday. We had
yeah.
Michael.
Yeah.
We had Jay Cutler. We had Phil Heath.
Wow.
We had Brion. We had 50 Cent at my gym last year.
That's
Victor Martinez.
What about any of the girls?
Girls. We've got you coming next year.
What do I got to do to get an invite? I got to come out there.
You got to come out, yeah. So when we're lucky because Birmingham is hosts like the Arnold Classic,
Yeah.
and Body Power. So everyone sort of migrates to my facility to train.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
So those shows are actually in Birmingham as well.
exactly. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Well, what time of year is that?
Last year the this year, so the Arnold Classic was 2 weeks after the Arnold Classic Ohio. So
Okay.
next year I believe it's going to be either the same or in September. So put that in your diaries. Maybe in
Great.
September.
Well,
That would be
we
awesome.
need to be talking
We
about
should
that.
put
yeah.
pencil that in.
Yeah.
I would love to go.
Right.
It's a great show because we don't have anything in UK. So when the expos do come, we
Everyone's there.
But I actually put on an expo in London back in 2011. I put on the British Grand Prix and a big expo in London, and we had Brant Warren winning his class, and we had Flex Lewis winning his
How
class.
big is the expo in comparison to this?
I'd say it's comparable.
Yeah?
It's comparable, yeah.
Nice.
Because the NEC, which is the premises that holds the expo, it's like the centre of UK. So
Yeah.
it's very accessible. It's right next to the airport, and all the big shows are held in the NEC. And my gym's probably 10 minutes, 15 minutes from there.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you get a
Yeah.
lot of companies like from the US that come out there? Or
Yes, yeah, of course, yeah.
That's
all the
awesome.
big companies, yeah.
Wow.
All right. I need to know, Simon. Do you have any of the new guys competing that you're really a big fan of? Meaning, you like their physique, you like how they're handling their shows and their livelihood and.
You
Well,
mean-
not livelihood, but their kind of reputation. Are there any of that stand out to you that you should be watching?
You mean guys that
On the
in
up and
America?
coming, yeah.
So many guys.
So many.
It's hard to sort of.
Are there more now than there used to be?
There appears to be more now, more so than
Like
ever.
more that are like star celebrity
Yeah,
type.
I think now it's about self-promotion, and is it before?
Yep.
You had to be a name before you got your name in the magazine, but
Right,
now
right.
you can sort of via social media, if you're a bit savvy and you've got that personality, you can create a good livelihood just by being
Right.
a good social media influencer.
Yeah.
And I spoke to Brant Warren last week, and he says, which is quite true, a lot of bodybuilders, they're quite what's the word, introverts, so they probably find it hard to talk about themselves and push themselves.
Right.
So as good as their physiques are, they probably don't have the personality to excel.
Being a creator.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And creating something that people want to watch is a whole new ballgame.
Yeah, yeah.
And you think about how hard it is just to get ready for a show, how much effort, time, and energy, and then you have to go create stuff too, right? It's
Well,
like-
back when we competed, that's all we had to do. We didn't have to
Yeah.
think about,
Yeah.
being in front of a camera and stuff like that. But it's totally changed. But I actually love it because it's given us an opportunity, a voice, a platform to, especially after bodybuilding, we've got something to move on to. Yeah,
So you like it?
I do. Yeah. You got to see change. You can't see.
Sure.
Everything's got to evolve, hasn't it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, it gives somebody an opportunity that maybe not quite as big of a physique, but if they get a bigger
exactly.
name,
Yeah,
they're going to
yeah,
get
yeah.
themselves out there to.
Right.
And I feel like the audience now, they don't care about if you're Mr. Olympia. 'Cause they just, we got guys in my gym, they got 1 million subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
And you could ask them who Mr. Olympia is. A lot of them wouldn't have a clue who current Mr. Olympia is. But they know someone like Jesse James West or,
Yep.
Yep.
By the way, Jesse was at my gym this year as well. So when he walks to the gym, everyone flocks to him. You
Who
get
is
someone
this?
like Jesse James West,
Oh.
he's a big YouTuber.
Yeah.
But this is just what I'm talking about. You got guys who don't necessarily have got the physiques, but they've got the big following and the
Yes.
personalities.
The more polarizing, the better, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So what? The 60th anniversary. How many Olympias have you been to now?
I've been to 15 Mr. Olympias,
15?
yes.
Wow.
My first one was in 98 at New York.
Okay.
Then I came to the first one here in 99. I missed a few, but I started coming back about 3 years ago because I had a bit of a gap where I didn't not fall in love, but I sort of was doing other things. But I've enjoyed coming back the last few years. I come to the Arnold Classic every year, so I make sure every year I do come and see my friends and enjoy the show.
Right. It's an awesome place just to be able to reconnect with people.
Yeah.
Speaking of, do you know about the 2:30 events with Sean and all the legends that he's trying to pull together for the Mutant Ninja?
Okay.
Mutant Ninja, not Ninja. Mutant
Mutant Stand, yeah.
Yeah, but he's got a handful of.
Okay, I'd like to go to that. Yeah.
Coming over at 2:30 to do a documentary for the Olympia. So
okay, yeah, I'll be there.
I know everyone.
Sean's a good friend of mine. So I like to see that. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Well, this is awesome. Do you have anything new other than what you've already shared? What about your podcast? What does a podcast look like?
Yeah.
So I've set up like a studio in my gym. So when we do get all the big names, it's an ideal opportunity to grab these people. It's a professional setup. I sort of invested into everything myself. So we've had Jay Cutler there. We had Richie Gaspari, Sean Ray. I've had some quite good names, cool names there.
Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah.
Well, you get a chance to really talk to them
outside
of just we're training and
because I was doing a few podcasts remotely from home a couple of years ago, but when I set up the studio and I thought these people come to my gym, it's better to have a live podcast.
Yes.
It's more authentic, isn't it?
How long have you been doing it?
Just over a year now.
Okay.
Yeah, so over a year. Yeah.
And people can find that where?
On my Ultimate Fitness YouTube channel.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, that's the ultimate name. Ultimate Fitness.
Yes.
How long have you had that name?
11 years now.
Yeah.
11 years, yeah.
Got it before anyone else tried to steal
exactly,
it.
Exactly, yes. Ultimate Fitness Birmingham.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't forget the Birmingham.
Gotta remember the Birmingham.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Well, what about you going to the show tonight?
Yes, I'm actually going to the watch party at the Zooks.
Oh,
yes.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yes.
If you can't get a ticket, come
No, I
to the
couldn't get a
party.
ticket. No, normally Sean gets me in, but he's not able to get it this year. Did you guys watch the pre-judging last night?
No.
We were booked last. I mean, we were start to finish yesterday. We were doing.
I needed some rest last night. I needed my beauty rest for today.
Yeah. But
you
you still look great, Monica.
Thank you. Well,
as
that's
always.
I got good sleep last night.
Yeah. Well, we were out last night. I was thinking I've got to be up early to come to this.
Right.
Well, I was trying to get you in early so that you had the rest of the day to go watch the show and do whatever you wanted to do with that. So
I'm going to go back to bed, I think.
All right, Simon. Well, we'll probably let you go back to bed then before you have the rest of the day to tear it up.
It's awesome talking to you, man.
It's been
really.
an absolute pleasure. Pleasure meeting you.
You too, man,
I've been watching Dylan on the YouTube because when I seen him, I sort of recognised him. Yeah. So we connected.
Awesome.
And obviously, it's great seeing you, Monica.
Thank you for
We'll stay in
joining
touch.
us here. Absolutely. And we got to get back to Birmingham.
Definitely, yeah.
Oh,
both
yeah.
of you.
I would love to.
Yeah, both of you.
I would love to.
I like being the only. Well, so far, I mean, he hasn't said anyone else, but I like kind of being the girl within all the guy names. Like,
yes,
we've had
we got
Jay
a special
Cutler,
wall for her.
Yada, and Monica Brant.
Yes.
All right,
She's
guys.
a legend.
Thank you for joining the Monica Brant Show. A little fun here with our friend Simon Fan from Birmingham.
Yep. Thanks for having me.
Birmingham. Make sure you go follow him. You guys have a great rest of your day. We'll be back for more from the Olympia 60th anniversary soon. Yay.
It's a wrap.
StemRegen is professionally formulated for athletes for enhanced recovery, improved microcirculation, and smart cellular signaling. I attribute being an athlete to all of the years of this incredible journey I've had in the health and fitness industry. I'm Monica Brant, 30-year health educator and encourager. Having added StemRegen into my program for the last year, I've been able to maintain the level of intense exercise that I demand on myself. Thanks to StemRegen, I am unleashing my regenerative potential.